I wanted to pay homage to the beautiful moments that I witnessed over the last 6-7 months during the COVID pandemic. And as we walk through the show and as you experience it, I want you to think about what you saw and all those beautiful moments of togetherness throughout your experience. So let's have a look and head on into the gallery. Now let's start the show off with this tiny little 12 by 12 piece titled Better Together. I really wanted to make an impact by showing the small piece hanging all by itself at the beginning of the show. I wanted you to start thinking about the concept, together is always better. Wouldn't this show be so much better if we could see the art all in one room? Obviously tonight we can't, but I really wanted you to start thinking about this. As you can see from the textural component of this artwork, there's all these little people or lines in the back with this beautiful texture kind of going over in the front. And I really wanted that to represent almost like a hug around a community. Like I said, this piece is 12 by 12 inches and it's got this beautiful shiny resin coat on the end. The second piece in my series is titled Joining Forces Can Move Mountains. The idea is that us moving forward through this pandemic, if we pool all our thoughts and our visions and our talents, that we are capable of so much more together. I wanted to represent that through the texture on this piece. As you can see, it's very stormy up here. Just like COVID, we've gone through a really tough time, but if we come together, we get down to more of a more peaceful and tranquil place. This piece is 40 by 60 inches. Now this is the third piece in the series and it's titled We Can All Relate. Never in human history have we all gone through something like a pandemic. We can all relate. When we can share a moment, we are so much more capable of being less judgmental, more understanding, and willing to listen. I really wanted to show that concept through the texture on this piece. As in, you can see all the texture that's crossing one another. That's us in the world, all experiencing the same thing. Sure, it's a little chaotic, but look, it's calm, it's peaceful, it's tranquil, and we will get through this if we do it together. This piece is 40 by 60 inches. This is the fourth piece in the series and it's titled Sharing Brings Us Closer. The idea is that when we have a conversation and share our thoughts, we often find out that we are feeling the same way, and that makes us feel less alone. I wanted to show that in this piece by kind of creating a composition where it looks like a family, maybe a group of people, maybe a town where everyone is coming together, everyone is sharing their feelings and understanding one another better. This piece is 36 by 60 inches. This is the fifth painting in the series and it's titled We Are All the Same. No matter how we've been brought up, where we come from, our backgrounds, we are all the same. We have all just experienced a pandemic. We all had feelings of chaos and frustration and hopelessness. But I think as we came together, we also felt joy and optimism and hope. And I wanted to show that through this textural shape. As you can see, everything is kind of coming to one end, one point, and that wanted to kind of represent the feeling of coming together and that we are all the same. This one is sold to one lucky, fabulous new owner, and I'm so excited to see it in its forever home. Now this is the sixth piece in the series of art, and it's titled Connecting Builds Community. And that was one of my most favorite things about this whole pandemic. I saw so many communities come together, so many friends, so many families come together. And I think that is one of the most beautiful things that have come out of this really tough time. When you're a part of something, it feels like you're in this warm embrace. And I really wanted to show that in this textural shape. You can almost see sun rays coming down through these dark and stormy skies. And we all know how amazing that feels. So moving forward, I really hope that you continue connecting with those people in your life and in your community, because guess what? Together is always better. This is the 7th piece, and it is titled United as One. This is my hero piece. This is my favorite of the entire show. I wanted it to represent the moment that we look back on this time and realize and rejoice in the fact that we did such a good job through this crazy time because we did it together. As you can see, this is a diptych. That's 2 pieces making one. So again, coming together, united as one. Same with the shape. All the shapes from all the corners of all the world, all coming into this one beautiful, magical place. Like I said, this is my favorite. It is a statement piece, and it's 36 by 72 inches. This is the 8th and final piece of the show, and it's titled, You Are Not Alone. I wanted that to be the final message of the show, because moving forward, if we continue to connect with our community and share our feelings, we will realize that we all had the same feelings. You may have felt alone through this, but I assure you, there are people out there for you to help you and support you through this really crazy time. I wanted to make this a very simple piece, as you can tell, no texture except for this little corner. And then, but if you really come in nice and close, you can see these subtle little lines, and I wanted that to represent your tribe, your people that are there behind you, willing and ready to help, because you are not alone. This piece is 36 by 36 inches, and it leaves me with such a peaceful and hopeful feeling. So much for coming on this experience with me. I really hope you enjoyed the time walking through the gallery and learning about each of the pieces of art and the inspiration behind the entire show. What I would suggest now to continue on with the experience is head to the website and make sure you go scroll down below this video. There are images of all 8 pieces, and if you click on each image, it expands into so much more. There's lots of detailed shots and videos of each artwork. Thank you again for joining me today. I really hope that this show inspires you, that moving forward, as we get hopefully back to a new normal, that you are inspired to connect with your community, to share your feelings, and realize that you are not alone and that we are in this together, and better together is always better.